I believe that we continue in some form in the next life. I just think about living a life with compassion and being there for other people. And that's what I want in my life. What I've been through with my mental health has taught me more than anything how important empathy is. Oops. Let's see if we can repair this a little bit. It's gonna be red. I guess the water's red all of a sudden. Master Printer Ignacy says accidents are good. I've always liked drawing. I used to sit in my room and draw a lot. I have framed pictures of my mother saved from when I was 4 years old. I didn't have this idea I was going to be a professional artist, and I've never thought that this would be my full-time job. I would consider myself an expressionist, but a romantic expressionist. When people talk about expressionism, there's a lot of different kinds. It could be violence, it can be suffering, a lot of black, a lot of darkness. Their main source of inspiration was Edvard Munch, who had really spearheaded that life wasn't just about the good things. But I'm also inspired by Vincent van Gogh, who had a more romantic approach. Even though Van Gogh made a lot of difficult paintings and had a difficult life, I see his work as uplifting in a lot of ways. So what's important to me is to express emotion honestly, whatever it may be. This little thing I made in 4th grade in wood shop. And I gave it to my mother to put flowers on it, but now I'm using it just to have something sort of on the side here. So I just prepare that, put some of that. This is what makes the oil paint solvent. You know, I just wanted to say, there's a Norwegian artist called Kai Fjell, and he used to have his grandchildren just scribble paint on white canvases, and then he would have something to work from. I like that story because it proves how intimidating it is to start. You just need some color on here, so. My mother, she was a very positive, happy, loving person. Everybody loved her. And she had a real interest in nature. She was the kind of person who would sit at the ocean for hours. My mother got cancer when I was about 11. And she passed away when I was 13. When you're that age, you don't really know how to deal with it. And that's probably what I've had to struggle with the most. And back then, in 1985, there wasn't a lot of psychological help from, I didn't talk to anybody. I just kept it inside. I've had to deal with that later in life because I think I suppressed a lot of it. I don't know what's happening. Got to be a wedding or baptism or something. Never heard him go on this long. It was a good sign for my painting. So this is Edvard Munch territory. I've seen so many Munch paintings that have that view. Sometimes it'd be a lone figure sitting there. It'd be topics like jealousy. That kind of stuff intrigues me. And I use that in my work too, a lot. These basic human emotions of love, passion, sorrow, anxiety, jealousy. Things that we all experience in our life. Munch captured that with such honesty, mixed in with nature. And I love that. Enough said. Enough said. I love this. Being present. Listening to the sounds, feeling the sunlight right now. Just trying to not think about problems. Trying to rest your mind from all the rabbits, as I call them. Got too many rabbits in my head. So when I sit like this, I'm trying to rest my rabbits. Putting them to sleep for a little bit. That's what it is. I got my degree in organizational communication. I was going to be a consultant. I was working, taking night classes, and it was kind of brutal. I started feeling a fear that I was failing at everything, lack of sleep, working full-time, studying full-time, having kids, needing the insurance. If you go through too many changes in the course of a year, you're vulnerable. And I had a disposition for depression from all the things I've been through, things I've been carrying inside. It just started unraveling. In that process, I also became suicidal. I didn't feel I could cope with all this, and the depression just took control. I started making plans in my head that I shared with my therapist. She made the evaluation, finally, that David needs to go to the hospital, and that was not easy. I mean, just a year ago, I almost got a job for Boston Consulting Group. And here I was locked up in a hospital. I can't even explain how confusing and horrible that was to me. I don't think I prayed at all. It's like, why would I even pray? Why? I mean, you're thinking about taking your own life because you can't endure this anymore. It doesn't even enter into your head to go there. You're just wrapped up in this dark misery. I didn't know who to pray to, but I felt my mother, and I can't deny that I felt that. I was locked up for 10 days. I asked for a pad and some pens, and that's what I did. I sat there and I made drawings, just tried to make sense of it, and trying to get what I felt inside out. God uses other people to speak to me. I started reading books about Van Gogh and Munch. And when I started looking at their paintings, there was empathy. It was complete empathy through art. Someone gets me. Someone fully understands. I'm not the only one who's gone through this. I found strength or solace in the art. To me, that is the divine. Alone by the Sea goes back to when I was a young boy, going to the sea as a place of refuge. I love that theme, and I keep returning to it. It's not a theme of anxiety or desperation. And there's a beauty in that you go to the sea in times of need, in times of stress, to regain composure. To me, that theme is hopeful, but it can also be sad. I always paint the person sitting by the sea from behind so that you could see what they're looking at. I love that idea, that you're just this small in this big vastness of something that's so much greater than you. But there's also solitude in that figure, loneliness, looking for something, searching for something. When I sit alone by the sea, it's more about my connection with the divine in nature itself. I felt that presence when I am at a low point and when I don't expect it. That's what happens. It's very hard for me because I battle this illness so much. But when things get tough, that's when I start thinking about the divine connection. And that's why art saved me. I have something to do that's important. Purpose. Art gave me a purpose. I believe in angels. I believe that those who we love exist beyond this life. Times that I felt my mother, it's been in moments when I've been in complete desperation. So the way I pray now is to all those who love me on the other side and to my protective angels.